know, when I'm in like really uncomfortable situations, or someone is like being really rude to me and I just want to punch him in the face. I know that it's not right to hit someone. I'm not like that kind of a person, but I just get a bunch of anxiety and my palms start to sweat, my heart starts to like palpitate, and I'm like, oh, you know, I need a smoke.
Yeah. So when you get anxious, you have some really hyped up bodily sensations, and smoking relieves that for you.
Yeah, it does. It does. That's right.
Yeah. So that's why it's a little more difficult to think about stopping smoking, because it gives you so much relief from the anxiety.
Yeah.
What are some things that you've done, in the past to help with your anxiety besides for smoking?
Yeah. Well, I used to hang out with friends, or like I would schedule a time where I didn't do anything with, in terms of like work or school or anything like that. I used to be able to do that, set some time aside, like what I said, whether it was hanging out with my friends, going to the movies, or crafting. And I realized that that helped manage my anxiety, but I haven't been able to do that because I'm just so busy.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like an option right now.
So you've been really busy, so you really haven't been able to take time, set specific time aside for yourself to be with your friends, or get your more creative side out.
Yeah.
And so that increases your anxiety. So if we think about our continued work with each other, so you talked about the anxiety and the smoking, and those seem to really go right along with each other.
Yes.
For you. So with our work together, what would you like to work on first? If you think between stopping smoking, or reducing anxiety.
Well, since you said that they go hand in hand together, I think I would want to, try to alleviate stress or anxiety first, because I know that if I'm less stressed, then that means, if I have less anxiety, then I won't smoke as much, or won't have that temptation to smoke. So.
And it seems like in the past, when you've been able to either spend, certain amounts of time with your family and friends, or just be really creative by crafting, that you've been less anxious, and so you've smoked less.
Yeah.
So really focusing in on how to reduce anxiety would be really helpful for you.
Yeah, because I've tried the cold turkey stuff before, and it hasn't worked for me. So I think if we target that first, then it would work.
Okay, so focusing on reducing anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that'll be great. And we'll write this down, so then when we have other sessions, you'll know what we're going to be working on. And I like to draw these out in little circles like this, so then we have, a variety of subjects that you brought up to discuss. And so if you come in and you're feeling like, I don't really know what I want to focus on, then we can always go back to this picture here and you can decide where you'd like to spend your time.
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay. That's great. And you seemed from, us talking, you talked about doing crafts, that you're more of a visual, hands-on person. And so I actually like writing things down for folks so they can see, and you know exactly what we're doing. So if you could rate on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest and 0 being the lowest, If you could rate your level of anxiety today, what would it be at?
Probably a 10, over 10, since
Over
I was at
10.
my internship.
Okay, so it was a really rough day today for you.
Yes.
Mhm. So, what, you said it was over a 10. What were some things, thinking back, I know you talked about hanging out with your friends and doing crafts. What were some other things, looking in the past, that would be able to help you bring that number down to a 10?
I think it's just being able to step away from the situation. I was pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Like I knew right away when I was getting stressed out or had anxiety. So it's step away for like a few minutes, and then after that, actually, it helped tone down my anxiety. So, I just don't know how often I've done that at my internship, but it has worked on some occasions.
Okay.
So.
So being able to step back, get a new perspective,
Yeah, to just
take a
refresh.
break,
Yeah.
refresh,
Yeah.
has been really helpful in reducing your anxiety.